Here we are.
Yep, there it went.
I don't see it. I don't see it.
Oh, it's not on yours yet?
I watched Zero last night. I think I was sleeping by 9:30.
I watched a couple minutes and I went to bed and then got called to work. So I watched some driving to work and back.
Yeah, I watched a little bit of Interactive with Bobby last night. Didn't feel like going on. It's been a good day to go on there though.
Who was on?
It was just Brad wasn't there.
Oh,
Just,
that's right. He had his some kind of appointment or something that said, I don't remember.
was it John? Keith? I said his name, damn it. No.
Beetlejuice.
What's up, Brad?
Hello.
Um, I don't know.
What's up, buddy?
Huh?
I said, what's up, buddy?
I had a very trying day with the new getting Spectrum put in, and I'm having problems with getting Peacock because I get 5 free uh streaming services, and Peacock's one of them, and Peacock is not accepting any code or new password I put into them. I got all the other four, which is Disney Plus and AMC Plus and
Did you create
Paramount.
did you create an account for Peacock?
Yes, I did. I did everything that I was supposed to, and it didn't accept any of it.
Maybe they haven't activated your thing yet.
No, all the other ones are activated, and this one won't activate for me.
That's no big loss. It's only one channel.
No.
So Eric. What's up,
Oh,
John?
Howdy, howdy, howdy.
John?
What's up, Dirk?
chilling.
Friday
What's
the
up, Dirk?
13th, Dirk.
Dirk's on vacation right now.
What?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought what was it 2 weeks?
No, his kids are out of town for 4 days.
I saw on Crawler Canyon earlier, Dirk was on there. He either said he was eating a Mexican or eating Mexican. I couldn't tell.
Was he mumbling?
I just wasn't sure what he said.
Hey, are you entering, Josh? Are you entering the speed thing with Bill?
Nope,
You're not entering this time?
nope.
Nope.
Someone's already hit over 50 miles an hour.
Hasn't even started yet.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well, everybody's
wasn't-
showing their practice runs.
Yeah, but none of it counts yet.
I know, but at least everybody knows what's happening.
That's the problem. He should have just started it right away.
I mean, I get it's a vacation within my vacation. Nice.
He's probably eating tacos.
He'd like to eat the taco that was taking his order.
Oh, what was supposedly pretty?
I
Yeah,
believe
Brad.
that's what he's hinting, Brad.
If he wants to eat a taco and not a burrito, yeah, I would say it's pretty.
Unless you look like a taco.
I'm not getting your thing, Josh, on the screen.
Oh, no.
You must not have done it right, Josh. Gotta shut the whole thing down and start
I
over.
did
also-
already. I'm still not getting it.
I'll have to
Matt,
restart my live.
What?
So I'll have to restart the live. Everyone but you has it.
What's up, Matt?
Hey, John, what do you think of? What the hell? I thought I turned that down. Sorry.
Sounds like you got it now.
What's up, Dirt?
I don't know why it did that. I had it down doing what I did before. When I went to your true website, it just
Had
turned
it
on the
down
sound.
before, Brad? What? You had it down what you did before?
Yeah, what do you think of the new Traxxas oval car, John?
It's the modified, it's a Traxxas Slash, which is the modified, which just has a different body.
Same platform, just different body.
Yeah. Matter of fact, you can take that body and slap it on the modified. And it fits right on.
What's up, Matt?
And originally I thought I had heard that it was just going to be a body that came out. I didn't know it was going to be a whole car.
You're supposed to have the insider track for us.
Yeah, well, no, I'm saying that one I didn't hear.
You didn't see that coming. It came out of left field.
No, like I said, I know they had the body because one of the events they showed the body. It was a little while back. I can't remember where it was.
Uh, Associated came out with a brand new four-wheel drive buggy for racing.
Did they?
Yep. The 84, the B84 or something like that.
It's an
B8
under
or
RC10, isn't it?
RC10.
Racing.
It's not like it's a four-wheel drive, and this one's shaft driven. It's totally different. Different.
Yes, the B8.4.
Yeah.
Oh, the
Because the one before it
okay.
was the B6. Or
No, it was the
B7.
B7.
And the one before that was the B6.
I have the B5.
But this is four-wheel drive.
Which is before B6. I don't have the B6.
I think
So,
this one's four-wheel drive.
Yeah, this is four-wheel drive.
Is it four-wheel drive?
Yeah, it
Dennis,
has big
did you-
four shocks and everything.
I thought it was two-wheel drive.
No, this is
It might be
four-wheel
four.
drive.
Or, okay.
When's a 6-wheel drive from out, Brad?
It's already
That's
out.
something completely different too.
With a stadium truck?
You
No, that
can drive it in
six-wheel
the
drive
stadium.
racing truck.
I love when they do that. As it touches, start cutting. Stop. It literally just touched the threaded rod and just shot into pieces.
What was it? A Lincoln?
It's just a piece of threaded rod to work on this new chassis setup.
Uh-huh.
And I went to cut the threaded rod and the cutting disc just went poof,
Oh, shit.
like it hit titanium or something, not just does it to me every time.
Were you wearing safety glasses?
Hey,
I
Matt,
have
All
glasses
right.
on. They are impacted.
Ah,
He's got his
Okay.
safety squints on.
okay.
They're
Those
real
cutting
glasses.
discs are very painful. Cutting discs flying apart are not very fun to deal with.
Neither is the sound when they pink metal out of your eye with tweezers when it goes pink, pink.
Yes,
I have had them.
exactly.
Could have the MRI take it out for you.
You could.
Or they come
I
at
just
it
don't
with
know
that
if it'd
little
pull
drill and,
exactly in the right direction.
or they
Pull it
use a
right
little
out
drill
from
and tell
your-
you,
Probably
do not
not.
blink.
Right out the back way, right through your skull.
Yeah.
You shoot your eye out,
This
kid.
shouldn't take much. It's just a small, it was just a small piece of metal.
Any metal in your eye is a bad thing
yeah,
because it over time can rust to your eyeball and create some
Yes.
not
That's
nice
when they
things.
took their tiny Dremel after they plinked it out to make sure there's no
Yeah.
rust and cleaned
Right.
my eyeball out with a tiny Dremel.
Yep.
Quite weird to
About
stare
that
at
as
that coming at your eye.
Imagine it is.
And it's hard to not blink.
Blink. Yeah, exactly. Especially
Don't
when
they
they're
have your
don't-
eyelids open?
Or they say, don't blink, don't move, just find something on the wall to stare at.
Yep. As they're picking away at your eyeball.
And then when you see what is actually at the tip of
And
that
your
little
ball and
drill,
my ball.
you're like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
It looks like a tiny little spoon that's razor sharp.
Uh-huh.
I didn't have it that bad. I only had fluorescent dust in my eye, and my eyes were glowing for about an hour. Because they
Ah,
put,
Only for an
they
hour.
put they put the dye, they put the
Oh,
dye
the
in your
dye.
eye and turn the
Aye,
black light
yeah.
on.
There you go.
And the only thing I could
Like,
see
yeah.
right out the corner of my nose was all the liquid. And it was orange. I was like, what the hell? Where's the? Oh, here it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kimmy
I've had to
that
do
one
the same
time.
thing.
He looked like Teen Wolf. Got red eye real bad from it.
Thanks,
I
Dirk.
had to
Happy
dilute
Father's
my eye
Day to you too,
because
buddy.
one of my
Thanks, Dirk.
eyeballs was I kept seeing weird shit in one of my eyeballs, so they had to check
Earballs?
pressure.
You kept seeing weird shit. Well, stop
Check the
watching weird
pressure in
shit.
my eyeballs. I know.
You
That's a
had high
habit.
blood
Sorry.
pressure in your eyeballs?
Dirk said
No,
he's
they
trying to figure
I had
out
to.
something RC that he wants and to make a bad decision to treat himself for Father's Day.
There you go.
Do it, Dirk.
Yeah.
We gotta try and help him spend money.
I can't seem to get your live stream, either through
Okay.
my new system and the old system.
Turn everything off and then restart it.
Yeah.
I
I'm on
did
the
do
chat.
that. I've done that several times already.
KB's
You've
in the chat.
unplugged everything from the wall and restarted everything multiple
It's quick
times
like that.
today.
I turned it off through the remotes. I've turned off the whole system.
That doesn't work. You gotta shut
Get
everything
turn it
off and
off.
let it sit for at least a minute or two and then plug it all back in.
Unplug the main power, give
But
it
then you
30
won't be here.
seconds and then plug it back in, let it reboot.
Yeah.
Just a
A restart. A
troubleshooting
restart is totally
stream?
different than a shutdown.
Sorry.
When you do a computer shutdown,
This AT&T
boots everything.
troubleshooting.
Yes.
No, this
You
is
probably-
Geek
Spectrum.
Squad. It's the
It's
Geek
Spectrum.
Squad.
You probably deleted me after the Thundercats comments.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Maybe there's another Vol there.
Maybe there's two of them.
Geek Squad.
So my work, my supervisor sent me on vacation.
You say it like it's a bad thing.
Say, get out of here.
Oh, it's not. Yeah, that's pretty much what he said. He said, okay, you got time to burn and you've been here quite a bit. So how would you like to take off some days? Fine. Yeah, you got to tell me twice.
He would have never got, how would you like to take off the days out of his mouth? I'd have been gone already.
So that was on like Wednesday. So Thursday and Friday. It's like, take the days off and then take the fall the next week off. I'm like, okay,
Bye.
Hurt me.
bye. See ya.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
Right?
That's what I told him.
I still ain't got
I'm like,
that,
oh,
that second package.
You serious?
Yeah,
uh-oh.
that's that freaking California for you.
Got tracking on that?
I mailed it out just like 2 days, 2 days after.
Yeah.
I think I
thought
mailed it Friday morning.
I thought it would have been here for sure today, but it's not in there. Maybe tomorrow. I think we're good. I think I don't need to buy anything.
California's got some weird stuff going on, so might have to wait a little while there, Kurt.
Yeah, they probably
That's
should
just like
in New York first.
Happy Father's Day to you too as well, Dirk.
Happy Father's Day, Dirk, and everyone else. Early.
My last birthday / early Father's Day present arrived today.
Ah. What'd you get?
Nice.
I got, let me see if I can pull the picture up. Thanks, Garcia. Welcome in. Library.
So only Friday the 13th this year.
Ooh,
Oh,
cool little
Get
electric
an
bike.
e-bike?
Oh,
Yes.
nice.
E-bike,
It
all
is.
right.
Sweet. It hauls my big ass up to the garage all around.
All right.
That's a lot of ass to be carrying around.
It is.
I know somebody that's got the same bike.
Right?
What's up, squirrel?
Pretty
He's
happy.
got
Boy, I
that.
love it. What's up, squirrel? Those are cool.
Dude, it works so good.
What S is it on Lipos?
I haven't read all the specs. Misty got it for me. It was a total surprise. Like I had talked about wanting one,
Uh-huh.
and I said something. I'm like, oh, did my e-scooter or e-bike arrive? On my birthday, she's like, what? No, I didn't even know you wanted one of those. I was like, oh, okay. And then today that showed up. I'm like, yep, you got me.
It's still not doing it. And I did everything. I unplugged the TV.
Brad, there's nothing I can do about it, buddy.
It's not the live stream, it's in your apartment.
Whatever's going on, because everybody else can see it.
It could be
I want to watch.
operator
I
error.
want to watch the people asking questions.
I
Oh, Brad,
understand.
there's nothing we can do about it.
You're gonna have to keep trying.
You're gonna have to figure it out on your end, buddy.
Do you have a smart TV
Patience.
or are you streaming it off your phone?
No, I have a smart TV.
Well, apparently it's
Doesn't
not
sound
too
very
'cause
smart.
if YouTube's not working on it, there's something wrong with YouTube.
You may have to sign.
I have stuff up. I have stuff up from YouTube right now, but I just don't have his live stream showing. When I
Give it a little bit, patience.
Did you go to his channel?
Easy. Calm down. My daughter walked in and was like, patience, what the fuck is that? You don't know what patience are. I'm like, easy, calm down.
Right? Patience.
We weren't
You're
talking
telling
about
him to have
me.
patience? Look who's talking.
But my daughter walked in at the perfect time when I said that. She's still going off. What the fuck?
What's up, squirrel?
That's funny.
What's up, squirrel? Mm.
At least my kids know.
Oh, shit.
Where'd you find the awesome background, Josh?
AI.
AI.
Yep. Like the Google Gemini is pretty, you kind of have to be specific on how you word it,
Yeah.
but once
Do
you
ya?
get
I haven't
it
used that whole
close,
thing
then
yet.
you can just tweak it.
Ah,
RC trucks with
Haven't quite
Jason
used
from
that.
Friday the 13th.
You had to specifically put hockey mask. If you didn't have hockey mask in it, it didn't put him with the
hockey
mask.
mask.
Really?
Ah,
I just put mask and it like had some weird mask.
get a good.
Probably some stuff Dirk wears on the
No, I was just about to say that. Probably something Dirk probably likes.
Oh, I'm glad I kept that comment to myself.
Come on, Eric. Share.
No.
It's not
No.
nice.
No.
Come on.
No. I'm trying to be good today.
What?
Oh,
You? Come on.
Knew something was
Calm
wrong
down.
with you.
He's turned over a new leaf.
No, I'm rolling a new leaf, but I'm not turning over a new leaf.
oh.
Me turn over a new leaf? Shit.
It's almost like
That's
trying to teach Dennis a new trick.
That ain't gonna happen.
Nah, not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. Oh, I turned it on. Yeah.
How come my YouTube keeps flickering?
Oh, I don't know. Let's go through all your settings.
Unplug everything.
Reboot everything.
Oh wait, maybe because I was moving my laptop back, I was hitting my HDMI cable.
Did you enjoy it?
Put your right boot on
Could
your
be
left.
like me
Wow,
the other
where you
day. I
going with
set
that?
my truck on the enter button and like,
Yeah,
why does
where you going
everything
with
keep moving? And I'm like,
Your
oh,
left foot on your
I have the
right
truck
boot.
sitting on the keyboard.
Huh.
this
Why
pisses
has
me
it got a
off.
bunch of O's?
Not really anybody talking in there.
I do not like AI really. It is affecting the industry and driving for exercise. I agree. I just don't have Adobe to make thumbs dirt. And you make it
Neither
for
do
everyone else,
I.
but
I
you
don't have
never made
Adobe.
it for me.
Dirk, you don't like AI?
No, he has an excellent point that it's stealing. They took her job. AI
Took a job. Yeah.
taking people's jobs.
Yeah, that's
People
true.
are just using AI.
AI to create images and
Just like all the other
Everything.
computers. Robots.
Speaking of stuff like that, at work, we got a 3D scanner now. That'll be fun
Nice.
to screw with.
Let me borrow it.
That's what I told them. They're like, "Oh, you got a 3D printer? You can borrow that once in a while." I'm like, "Huh? Do you have it here?" Well, not yet. I'm like, "Okay, let me know when it's here and I'll borrow." Well, we got to figure it out first. Like, I'll do that for you.
Oh my God.
Like, I got some shit to scan at home.
You know what I had to do? I had to put live stream next to your name. James Hobbies. I had to add live stream.
All you had to do is go to his channel and click on the live.
At least you got it
didn't-
figured out.
No,
he's got it
when I
figured
went
out.
to search, it actually made me put live stream in next to his name.
So now I can borrow a scanner. I won't have to purchase one. Because some of them scanners are expensive,
Yes.
Josh, what are you working on?
from $300 to several $1,000s,
HS.
from 300 to several thousands.
That just
Oh,
It was
no.
tight. Chassis tight.
Hey, do you guys see the 223 of the Vortex two-wheel drive?
All
Uh-huh.
couple of the arms,
Uh-huh.
yeah. They've been 2 or 3S to begin with, haven't they?
No,
Yeah.
this
far as
they
I know.
brought this one out separately compared to the other ones, even though the chassis is a shorter wheelbase compared to the others.
It still sucks.
You know how
That's
Eric,
a good comment there.
Oh, that's how you roast it.
That's
right?
how Eric feels on the new line.
Well, saying the fact that all they did was put a bigger motor in it and made the ESC less powerful. And it's a brush
they-
motor. It's all they did with it, you know?
No, this is brushless.
Sounds like a
that's
Traxxas
right, the
deal.
2.3, yeah, okay. Yeah,
Like
but
a
even still,
Traxxas
they put
motor.
a 2-in-1 ESC receiver in it. And changed the KV of the motor and lowered the KV of the motor. Of the
I
previous
forgot
model.
I thought the KV was over 3,000.
Oh yeah,
over
it's
3,000.
3,100. It was 3,200 before.
They say it does 50 miles
It
an
had
hour.
100 amp ESC. It's an 80 amp now, with a built-in receiver, and it had its own standalone receiver before. So now to
Oh, they
upgrade,
got the built-in crap going on.
yeah, yeah,
So now
exactly.
you got to yank everything out if you want to upgrade
Exactly. You
Nice.
got to get a receiver,
Like
and
everything else.
ESC and a
Yeah.
motor.
They
Along with
still say it still will do 50 miles an hour with the 3S in it.
it. Still,
yeah.
you got to
okay.
yank all the crap out if you got a problem with
the
it.
only other thing which I really don't know if it's an upgrade is the center diff in the transmission.
It's Vortex two-wheel drive. There should not be a center diff.
Well,
No,
they
any
got,
of the
they got the
arms.
223s that are 4-wheel drive too, Brad.
Yeah, I know,
Right.
but this one isn't
So
a 223.
what are we talking here?
It is a 223, but it's a two-wheel drive.
Yeah, it's a Gorgon.
Okay.
No, the
same
chassis
chassis.
are different. The chassis are different.
It's a similar chassis.
You guys
Same
should like-
platform.
Yeah.
No, if
Same
you
thing.
see the shape of the Gorgon's chassis compared to the other two, you'll see that they're different. They may look
Still-
similar in other ways, but
That's
the
what I'm
shape
saying.
of
It's a
the shape
similar.
of the
It's a
chassis,
similar,
the
Brad.
shape of the chassis is different.
Children, stop.
Welcome to the debate.
Stop. Go, both of y'all go in your corners and be silent for 30 seconds. God damn.
That's the first time and the last time we'll ever hear Eric try and stop a fight instead of incite it.
Instead of.
One and only. It
Uh,
has to be Friday the 13th.
Yeah, it's like Bizarro Day here. John and Brett are fighting,
So,
and Eric's breaking it up.
Don't fight people.
that's
Give me all
what I
the
said. It has to be Friday the 13th. That's what.
How am I going to attach
Day
this?
the 14th. Ooh.
So did you guys' speed challenge end yet or still ongoing?
I
You're
don't think
I'm
it's
gonna
fine.
change the subject here. Huh?
It's still
You're
going.
fine.
Still
And
going.
I got something.
All right.
I got something to inspire Kurt to go fast.
Yeah, I saw that.
See ya.
Or taco?
Going faster than me.
Hey, Eric.
Oh,
Is
you have a
that the
license
10
for
or the
that,
5?
Kurt?
What size is that?
8.
Oh, that's
The
the
Cobra
8.
8.
I know, but how many,
6S.
amps?
It's over. It would be over the 200. I'm going to try and do one more run with my other
It'd be
ESC, and I
over the
got all the
200.
stuff.
So
Oh,
right
yeah.
now, Josh, you're in ARC, you're in tanks and KB's category, right?
No.
Yes,
Oh, yeah, right
Yeah.
now.
No.
right now.
What were you doing? 60s?
770. What was it?
70s?
Yeah, you're in this. I got 72, so you guys are beating me, I think.
3S?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did. No, I did 70 on 2S, didn't I, Kurt?
Oh, yeah, you probably, yeah, I think you did.
Hmm.
I think I did 77 on 2S, and then Jericho did
77 on
83 on
2S.
3S.
He's definitely gonna put that 2S in there and see what he gets.
I'm not
There
seeing
you go.
people writing things. I see you guys on the TV, but I'm not seeing people writing things.
You
Nobody's
have to
right.
turn on your
Because
chat.
nobody's writing
You have to
anything.
Turn on your chat.
Dirk hasn't wrote anything in a long time. No one's wrote anything in
Yeah.
a long time, Brad.
Not a busy chat, Brad. It's more everybody online.
What did you do, Josh?
John-
Put a like
John
a
just
high
did.
high speed 2S in it?
I ran 280-200s ran together.
Oh, okay, you put them together.
Yeah. Parallel. I always forget that, right, Kurt? It's parallel when I run them as a pair together.
Yeah, I
It's
would
series.
forget you.
Series opens the
Series
upstairs.
is, series turns it to 6S and 4S real quick.
Yeah.
I'm making my video as I'm talking. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck it is. I got 2 of them. I'm doing it wrong, they'll tell me.
Somebody will tell you.
It's easiest to blame you, Dirk. You look like a suspect. Are you seeing the chat now, Brad?
I see everybody on the screen, but I don't see someone saying anything.
Well,
Yeah.
John has commented twice and Dirk has commented, so
Yeah.
you have to make sure your chat is turned on the TV.
Yeah, the
Say
TV.
that again.
Someone just said, "Hey, Brad."
You have to make sure your
I don't
chat
see
is
it.
turned on the TV. There's a little thing that looks like a quotation box when on the smart TV.
Let's see.
Hey,
You have to make
Mitch.
sure that's on.
Hey, Mitch.
Quotation box.
Mitchell.
Mitch, I thought you'd be icing that dog's balls.
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
or at least,
Mm,
at least
It's
massaging them.
huge, aren't they? It's amazing.
Whoa.
I feel so bad for him. It's not even funny. But the thing is, he acts like nothing's wrong.
Those look
Yeah.
normal.
He's like perfectly fine.
Kurt's
Perfectly
like, that
fine.
looks like my balls all the time for
Yeah, I was
driving a
gonna
truck every
say,
day.
those look normal to me.
That's funny.
She's got big balls, we've got big balls. But Mitch's dog's got the biggest balls of all. Eh.
I would say that's a pretty accurate statement right
I was
now from
gonna
the
say that
picture,
is pretty
Mitch.
accurate.
Yep.
Oh, look at them.
Ooh, Mitch got some
Hold
legs.
on.
Nice.
Let me spotlight you. There you go.
I got my curvatures and my links. Very nicely done. On the
See it?
front bumper.
Is that the Long Ranger?
Yep.
Mhm.
These are all Josh's links that he sent me. 4 Lone Rangers.
Hey,
Now I get to
Kurt.
swap all these over. Thanks again, Josh. So,
Kurt, you got your
welcome,
links
brother.
yet?
sorry I
Yeah.
missed y'all last
I
week.
got my links, Keith. Don't worry about that.
I
Sucker.
thought you didn't have your links, you fucker.
Yeah.
Sorry I missed everybody last week. Got tied up. But wanted to do some wrenching on it. Wait till live, so that's why we are still waiting to go on the truck.
You weren't here last week?
Huh?
I said, you weren't here last week?
Yeah, I know you don't get a crap, but you're from California, so it doesn't matter.
Mitch, I think them are the same identical rims that I got the stupid two pieces that's got a bolt into the hub.
Yep.
I don't know.
You don't know, you got them just the way you see them, already mounted.
Just one nut per month.
Dirk says hi, Mitch.
What's up, Derek? Sorry, I don't have the chat up. Too bad.
Reboot your stuff so you can see chat.
Yeah, that's
You're right, boot's gotta go on your left foot.
Upstairs. Hear that.
You don't have to hide the laughter, Eric. You can let it out.
I'm laughing about something else. What? You can't see what I see.
We need to see what you see, though.
You don't want to see what he can see.
That's what I figured.
Little sparkly unicorns.
Hey, who won the hockey game last night?
Edmonton.
Oh, the Oilers did.
Yeah, the Oilers did. They came back in overtime. Florida tied it up in the third with like 20 seconds to go to push it in
Yeah.
overtime. And then Edmonton came back and won in overtime.
Yeah, I heard that part and then I missed the end.
Yes, they are a pain, the RC four drives.
Oh.
I don't know why Joe
Joe.
doesn't get on the panel much anymore.
Joe who?
Well, I mean, Joe.
Truck Tech Joe?
Yep.
Some people have
Yeah.
work late.
Joe had issues at home. He actually texted me and said something earlier.
What's up, Joe?
Hopefully it's all fixed. Sweet, Dirk. I can't wait to see it. I'm excited to see this mystery body you have been hinting at.
Or
Josh, are you building another Lone Ranger?
This is not the Lone Ranger.
Kimo Sabe.
if you understand that hint that Dennis just gave,
Hmm.
you know that this is not a Lone Ranger.
So what are you guys going on another, get together somewhere?
Yes. Next weekend, we will be at Tiny Tire Trek Through the Woods, or T5W,
Where is it?
in Pennsylvania.
Okay. And how many of you are going? I assume Dennis, you're going to?
Yes, me, Josh, and Joe are going. Jericho and Misty are going.
No, Kurt's not.
What about 6 people from O11C will be there?
This one sounds
Matt,
like a new one to
Jesse,
me.
Craig. What's that?
Yeah,
It
there's
sounds like a new one to me.
It is.
Okay.
You probably never heard of it because you play with Tamias.
It's also been held at someone's house for the past. They didn't run it last year. They took a year off, and then it was ran at Ryan's house before that. 3 years before that.
Yep. It's been 3 years at his house. He's been doing it a total of 6, going on 7 years.
Oh, why didn't I put this truck back earlier?
Truck Check Joe said rebooted event.
Yes, rebooted event.
He bootied.
All right. Now. Put this axle on.
What are you drink? Man, that looks like a jug, that cup.
Yes, it is.
Says
Not
the
a
one
cup.
that drinks out of a 1.5 gallon jug every Thursday.
Yeah, but his
That
looks bigger
part.
than my gallon.
Well, that's a jug. People don't usually drink out of gallon jugs. They drink out of gallon.
Thermoses, cups.
Oh.
What are you saying? What are you saying, Ace?
Yeah.
What are you saying?
No.
He's got one too.
It's a
John's
2
got
liter.
one
That's
too.
all it is. It's only a 2 liter.
Oh, but it looks
It's
bigger than a 2
insulated.
liter to me.
It's insulated. That's why.
That's what she said. Oh, that looks
Camera
bigger than a
makes-
2 liter.
Camera makes everything look bigger.
Hey, Mitch, when did you have you driven that one yet somewhere?
You don't watch my YouTube videos, do you?
I didn't hear you.
You don't watch
He
his
doesn't
YouTube
watch any
videos.
of our videos.
I've watched Mitch's videos in the past.
In the past.
But yeah,
In the past, not present.
When it had Tamiya's in it.
Yeah, right.
Probably watched your guys' videos when it was the TTO1 or TTO2 videos.
I prefer watching buggy videos than those videos.
What are you trying to say? You don't like my videos?
well,
I think that's what he just said.
you prefer to watch buggy videos and whatever, but all
There you go.
all you ever show us is dust.
That is a true
The
statement.
dust dissipates and you see the car still, so you still
Why
see the
don't you
car.
ever say, "Hey, this is such and such car. I'm going to run this and show us what it is." Oh, this is my whatever it is, and zip gone, dust cloud.
Y'all argue like an old married couple. You really do.
You know,
Yes. To answer
Yes.
the question, I
no.
okay.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Emergency dad duties.
He is being yelled at by one of the kids.
Huh.
The child has beckoned him.
When they get old enough, they still beckon you. Doesn't matter the age.
Keep telling yourself that.
Weird that I hold the and cut through it. It just keeps getting hotter on my thumb. Kind of weird magic.
Oh, shoot.
Oh.
Tomorrow's gonna be a busy day. Oh, shit.
Just pull up your calculator.
Okay, what are we doing?
6.5 times 25.4.
88.9.
No.
3.5 times 24.5. 0.4.
6.5.
6.5?
Yes.
Oh.
Times 25.4. It's probably like 160 something.
165.1. Link.
165, you said?
Yes. Lower. Front.
Yes. Yep. I didn't put any bend in it yet, so it'd probably be a 166, 167, then throw the bend in it.
I was gonna say you put the bend in it at 165, that'll drop you down about 162. Maybe 161.
If you do a hardcore bend, it's only a 1 millimeter per bend.
That's it?
If you do yeah, their bend isn't that. Like on Kurt's there, I added a little extra bend to it because the front is lengthened by the angle that I put together. So his rear should be like 186, 185, 186-ish to make it a 13-inch wheelbase.
I'm done with 13-inch wheelbase.
13's not bad because that's what me and Jericho had.
Well, I'm sorry, 13 and a quarter.
Yes.
That quarter inch really hurts.
That's what she said.
Oh shit.
Dang it, Josh.
No,
No, I'm dang it myself.
Oh, you're doing it yourself. That's a little odd.
Depends on if you're married or not.
exactly.
True.
No, I measured this link out at exactly 6.5. What did I not account for, Dennis?
You did not
I
account
gotta change
for
my-
the rod ends.
Correct. Forgot to take 14 millimeter off.
So now you
Well-
would be roughly,
If it's 165, it should be 149. No, 151. Sorry, I'm used to doing this in my head on practice.
yep, 151.
The people I work with think I'm Rain Man.
Josh, how close are you to Butler County?
I don't know off the top of my head.
I seen the chief from Butler County Sheriff did his take on the protesting today. That was funny.
Fucking idiots in my book, but that's just me.
Totally agree.
I'm getting a kick out of watching the sheriff's departments say, you throw a brick, you're going to jail. You spit on me,
Yeah.
you're going to jail.
You s- I seen that video too.
Oh, yeah, I just watched that, about a half hour ago.
And the one says, if you loot, the only thing you're going to be stealing is food to put back on your plate in the county jail. He says, and we do not have a problem serving you our terrible lunch.
I'm sorry, people don't do jail math.
He also
They
said
do
something
not.
about picking up their remains.
That's if you do somebody bodily harm. Or if you try to hurt somebody in their vehicle and they have a legal right to run you over, they will have to come and identify you and pick up your remains.
I thought that was absolutely hilarious.
I'm sorry, you get in front of my car and you're threatening me. Guess what? My car weighs like 3,000 pounds and they weigh what? $150, 200 at the most. Yeah, I'm not stopping.
Yeah, that's weird, Dirk. They must have got really messed up in the shipping to have that big bend in the back. It's only very smart of LA that is leading Ryan and put the news back up. Of course, it's the news.
What his links were bent?
Yeah, yours are too, probably.
No,
They're not. They're
what
not
you
bent in the
put-
back.
just what you put in them.
That's what he was saying.
Oh. Fucking Dirk.
Hey, Josh,
Mitch,
your upper front links are like, well, they're shorter than mine. So I had mine on the chassis at the bottom hole in the front.
yes.
Did I put them in the same spot?
Most likely, as long as your pinion angle is not pointing down. Let me see.
Hmm.
It can be down a little bit, but as long as it's not like way down.
Oh, my whole center is out. Not really gonna be able to solve that. Never mind. I'll forget it. I gotta get this.
It's shorter on the top because the bottom's not in.
No, the actual physical link is shorter than
I-
the originals that I made.
I get it.
I just didn't. I was wondering like where I should put them.
You have to, you can raise them up a hole. Right.
Yeah. The only thing is the farther away you are from them being centered, the more axle wrap you'll get.
We can hold. Yeah, yeah.
Is it supposed to rain tomorrow? Well, it doesn't matter anyway. My wife's got to work tomorrow, so never mind.
I think this is the quietest any live has been.
They're all
Everybody's working on something. Huh.
Brad is still figuring out the chat.
What in the tarnations have you done? Just, would you just think?
Turbo tape doesn't stick very good to moose slick.
I bet not.
It all looked good until I went to just lift the wire. I
What
said,
what
"Nope."
indirections are you reading, Kurt?
What was that?
It looks like you're reading in directions.
Are you putting together a buggy, Kurt?
No,
Yeah.
no, this is my Max.
Ah, your Max.
It's got max bearings now.
Ah, yeah, Max.
I'm gonna find all the right freaking screws now.
Joe, did you say you got the deep freeze fixed? Or is it just dead and
Oh,
Really why?
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, funny.
Too bad John's not with you to help you with that, Max. John knows them backwards and forwards.
Yeah, unfortunately.
He knows them all too well.
He's broken enough of them.
Yeah, I tore apart and fixed 4 of them in like 3 days. All bulkhead issues or diffs or somebody running a gear through it and then not cleaning it out and putting new gears in it and running them gears through the same metal. Yeah, that was a mess.
So in other
John
words,
actually, John
all
showed me he
driver
had
error.
two. John showed that he had two. He had enough parts to build 2 Maxes. In his own house.
Yeah. That truck
I hope he doesn't have it at someone else's house. They could
yeah,
use it.
yeah.
So let me ask you all a technical question.
Okay.
These center skid plates that hold the motor and all
Yeah.
that, and they hold the control arm right. Now they got the 1.5 in the middle. Is there actually a center point that they stop on, or can you just send that thing straight through?
You can send it all the way through.
You can.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you gotta measure it.
I was thinking that. Just want to make sure.
Oh, I gotta find another light like that. Damn it. That goes in there. That goes. That didn't work. Yep. Somewhere else.
I hate working from exploded views, Kurt.
Yeah, I know there's 2 screws go into that frickin' thing, and I just don't see which screws they are.
Which
I'm pretty sure
where,
I know which ones they
what
are.
are you trying to do, Kurt?
I'm pretty sure I know which ones they are, but
Yeah, what are you trying to do, Kurt?
Fix the damn thing.
See, well, the problem is Kurt can't read.
It's only
You
if
can
the
only look
directions
at
are
pictures.
color.
problem is I'm fucking colorblind.
But you're looking at black and white.
How do you know it's black and white, not a colored manual?
Because I can see enough of what he's looking at that's black and white, not colored.
Yeah, how do you know it's not colored?
Because I could tell the difference if it was color or black and white, and usually exploded views are not in color.
Yeah, I don't see them 2 fucking screws anywhere.
Kurt, what are you doing? Putting a bulkhead together?
Yeah,
must
right
be
on the
in-
top.
It must be in colored.
There's 2 screws. There's two screws that are underneath the A arms. Did you put them in there?
These 2 right where my fingers are. What screws go in there?
Let me
It's on top.
let me blow you up so I can.
That's the front.
Blow you up.
Okay, which 2 holes?
These 2 holes right here where my fingers are.
All right, flip it forward here so I can see. Let's see here.
These two holes.
Mm-hmm. Flip over the other side. I want to see the bottom side.
Flip over.
Yeah, they are.
Flip it over. He wants to see your other hole.
I know two screws go there because I took them out. I just can't remember what size they are. That's all.
Oh, so it's
I think
not.
they're
It's operated
the
air,
four, the
basically.
four by tens.
I'm sure they're 4x12s like every fucking thing else in this truck, but
It's either 4x10 or 4x12.
they're 4x12. But I don't have 4x10s. They're all 4x12. So bigger. I'm thinking it's that, but just the way the hole is, it's like it's got the like the flathead should go there. That's all. That's why I was trying to find to see where the screws were, but it's not showing those two freaking screws for some reason.
No.
Weird. Oh,
Are they part of that top panel piece that
No,
bolted
'cause
in there? No.
it sits way up there. Not even close to that. Goes under the steering rack.
No, and the steering rack it pins on with the bearings on the front bulkhead.
Yeah.
Stupid Traxxas.
Stupid ass tracks. It's always forgetting to put the screws.
Is that the two screws that go in from the underneath side of where the dry shaft is that goes to the back there?
No,
They get hold on by that bottom plate.
no,
That isn't them two screws.
no. Not.
You know what I'm talking about, though.
I remember taking those apart. There was like 6 screws that you took out of there.
Yeah, where did those go?
Yeah, exactly. No. Well, I'm just gonna stick.
That's extra parts. We don't need that.
Yeah. Let's just get these two right here.
Those don't do nothing. That's extra parts.
We're gonna see if they fit or not.
There you go. If you're lacking 2 screws, you made it better.
Right? Just find 2 more to put somewhere else.
There you go.
Yeah, I think that's
Either that or it's two less screws you got to take out next time.
right.
Yeah, and watch it
Yeah.
fall apart as it runs and break somewhere.
There's so many screws in this.
I was gonna say we're talking Traxxas. There's 900 screws to hold that stupid 2-piece part together.
It's straight overkill.
You know,
And-
that reminds me when I worked at taking apart something at a junkyard when I was briefly working at a junkyard and I was taking out an old Volvo wagon dashboard. You thought you had them all. The next thing you know, there's still another screw in it. That's how I see that.
Well, his point is the screws are already out, so he's trying to remember where they go.
Trying to remember which ones they are.
Right. And if you're working off of Traxxas exploded views, they're not very brief on where parts fit together. They just have lines pointing to where it goes, and you're supposed to figure out where it goes.
It goes somewhere in here.
I know.
Right.
So vague. Work with the fakeness. Embrace it.
If you don't have a magnifying glass, in some cases, you don't know what you're looking at. Unless you look it up online, then you can zoom in and figure out where it's at. So Kurt, what wheels were you displaying on your Cow RC mat for your bead locks?
The ones I returned.
Oh, those were the ones you returned?
Yes, sir. Those are the ones I got rid of.
But they were so cool.
They were cool.
No, you didn't like them?
Yeah, the ring was 2 millimeters smaller than like height wise.
Uh-huh.
So when you stuck them, you stuck your inside the inserts, they just spun around inside the inserts.
Oh, that's not good.
So if you didn't have whoever you bought the inserts from adjust for that, then they're just fucking not gonna hold. They're just gonna spin inside your tire.
Hey,
What's up, Tony?
So
be a
Tom,
rotating insert.
So if I would have done foams, I probably could have gotten away with it, but
Redneck.
You would have got way.
Hey, I was just thinking about you, Tony.
I just didn't want to deal with it, that's all.
I was just curious because I seen your Facebook post on your Cow RC mat, and I'm like, oh, where did Kurt find them things at?
Yeah, they actually
They
like
didn't
them.
look too bad.
Yeah. I liked them a lot. I liked them a lot.
oh damn, that's a lot of blood.
Oh no.
That's a lot of blood.
Head wound.
Do what?
Said head wound.
Yeah, it looks like it.
They're usually the worst.
Because the lady's glasses are in the middle of the pool of blood.
More than likely, a headwind then.
Domestic violence. What an evil thing.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
What's up, Max?
Max, what's up? Oh, excuse me. Hmm.
I didn't know Tony put a new icon on his thing next to his name.
Let's take a picture of him.
It's a picture, it looks like a picture of him with mountains from what I see of it.
Could be a picture of him.
I think it's a picture of him.
You think?
I don't think it's a picture of him.
Queenie's here.
What's
Yeah.
up, Queenie?
So Queenie,
So, Coiny,
Yeah. Come on, you. Just cooperate.
no, that's too easy.
Ah, it's a Chat GPT's version of a redneck flying a drone in the Appalachia.
Appalachian Mountains.
Brad likes to put some stank on it. It's okay.
That's because I was corrected by Tony, so I want to
That's
make
more
sure I
than
say it
stank.
right. I'm sorry.
That's more than stank.
That is more.
Oh, I need to be working on this rig, but I don't feel like it.
I'm doing that right too.
Wonder when the second Friday the 13th is this year, because there's always two.
There's
No,
only,
there's only one this
July.
year. Only one.
There's only one
Only
this
one?
year.
Only one this year.
Okay, there's only one. There's usually two.
There's only one this year.
I think there's only one this year.
I think there might be just one.
How many?
think it's one.
I usually it's two a year.
This year it's one.
Are you sure?
That's how I've seen it for years.
Talked
Works
about
on
it.
everything, Brad.
Dirk would know.
There you go.
Dirk would know.
Well, look at here, look at here.
Picturing wood.
Yep.
Yep, what?
I was just answering back to Tony. Because he says, yeah, I only heard it once this year, and everybody just said that.
Yes, only once this year, Dirk said.
But it's normally twice.
How many?
3.
There's usually 2 a year.
3 a year?
Are you sure?
Yeah, Dirk
yeah.
said, yep, it's only once this year. Just like everybody else said today.
Dirk would
How many
know.
times usually,
First.
Dirk?
You're gonna test him on that too, huh?
What are you?
Where are you?
You'll come handy tomorrow.
Josh, are you putting a
We watched part
550?
3 today.
Are you putting a
What?
550 motor in there, Josh?
Nope. Nope.
No such thing as 550 motors in comp crawlers,
They're only 540 or brushless, right?
brushless. We don't speak of brushed motors on comp trucks.
No,
You're wasting time.
Hey, oh, they're burning. That's not cool.
Prima donnas don't use brushed.
Yeah. Prima donna everything.
that must be a prima donna then, huh?
We're all prima donnas because we comp.
What I heard 1,000,000 times.
Yep. Every time.
What are you doing? That's
Here.
already done. What incarnation that's this? When you're done, go and put the skid plate. Here you
Well,
go.
we're gonna put this thing back together so I can go break it.
There you go. That's the key.
It'll go 10 feet and then the gears will just drop out.
No, it ain't a Tamiya.
Trust me, my Tamiya can run a whole day without braking.
It ain't a
You
Tamiya.
have several of them that won't run at all.
Yeah, because they're not built.
Or
There you
because you
go.
refuse to because there's a tiny hole in the chassis.
Yes, it's not actually a tiny hole. It's actually bigger than you think. I don't want the
We
breathing.
know
That's what
he
she
does the
said.
same mod to his.
Right?
That's what she said.
I had it to my out today
Did you?
for a minute.
Your son did.
No, I did. I just said that.
He said you don't know what you're talking about. Your son did it.
Exactly. Which is it, Mitch? Come on.
I wanted to make sure that everything was good with the PTO2 so that when I did have time back some and run it and lose it and day for a minute and accidentally maybe left burnout marks on the kitchen table.
Oh no. That's horrible.
My little 4-year-old comes home this afternoon after the horse show and she's like, Daddy, what did you do to the table? I'm like, nothing. That you don't see that. It's fine. Just don't worry about that.
Tablecloth to fix that right up.
Bleach, elbow grease.
Bleach.
It'll be fine.
Whatever it takes.
Exactly.
Well, I swapped out that Spectrum stuff, right? and I don't know what. I got to figure out how to actually program, or if there's any adjustments in that Spectrum ESC. It's a smart ESC, but it's pretty stupid to me. I don't know. So I reverse motor wires
I'll come in.
and I pull the trigger, and it still goes faster in reverse than it did go forward.
Hate that.
So then I reversed them again and switched the radio setting, reverse the throttle, switch the wires again, just do the same thing.
Should have switched
And then
wires.
finally I switched to 2 end poles instead of the middle pole and the end pole. And I kind of got it to go. And I think I got it, but the battery looks like, but I mean, it was doing the deal.
Doing what?
Sounds like you did work on the Tamiya then.
I did. I did. And then my other son, he has been 2. And I come home and, Daddy, speed run? Speed run? Yes, I want to speed run. Every time I leave, Daddy, me, speed run, go, you, road, me, go. No, not today, buddy. No, you can't go out there, buddy. One day, one day. So I wanted to take him out. If y'all ever seen the video that I made of the car that I drove directly into a curb at 110 miles an hour, I want to go out to that parking lot and take the old team associated with me and just have some fun. And but he's got a little like Walmart RC car and charge me, charge me, Dad, me outside, charge. Yes, we are going. Just relax, dude. Go. We just you gotta wait. But we got out to the parking lot. And we had some fun. It was cool. We got some running around to do, and it was pretty cool stuff. So we had fun. Got 66 mile an hour out of the team associated. That was cool. Four reps. So that's actually a PB for that car, even though, yeah, that thing is a donut machine. All there is to it. He is a donut.
You ready, guys? I think I'm gonna jump out of here. Catch you guys later.
All right, well,
Later, John.
That works just fine. Man.
So, man, these things are sweet, Josh.
All that's left to do is program, calibrate, and paint. Done.
I can't get over how heavy the tires are.
they look good on there, buddy.
Yes, they do. However, I think I'm gonna have to go through and adjust the feed values, like you said. But I want to get it on all 4. See how.
Oh, too big. That's a 90. That's way too big.
A radioactive, Dwayne.
What's up, Dwayne?
Hockey Canuck.
That dude ever gonna go live again? Was he live this week?
Yeah.
He was?
Mhm.
Darn it.
Lock tight. There you are.
Oh,
Good
you-
game
Did you-
last night, huh, Dwayne?
Sorry, Dwayne.
Let's see. How big
All
are
good, brother. Appreciate you stopping by.
how big of opinion do I want to go?
Big as you can.
No, no, no. No. No.
you still working on that trailer?
Which one?
Uh,
You
that
mean
one.
this one?
Yeah, you got a little bit to do on
Yeah, I
it.
got I just gotta put the cage on top. Still gotta print the doors. I gotta do some soldering for lights on the bottom. I should be done with it in about another week. Taking my time.
And your sun tower is done.
Yeah. My son, yeah, that sun tower's done. Oh, damn it. What size is this pin? 17. I know I got a 20 in there somewhere. $21. See. Oh, 18.
Mitch, Dwayne is asking a question.
Read it.
Mitch, you got a new speed car for the Chawl
Challenge.
challenge. Okay.
No. I had to rebuild it. Well, not rebuild it, but I needed a new body for it. And the other day, I actually had it back out. And I actually got 131 out of it until the axle pin snapped and broke the drive cup into the trans and sent it into the woods again.
He wants to know
So-
what's in front of you.
Oh, this is a highly modified speed crawler.
Speed crawler. Oh, shit.
Speed crawler.
What's your PB on that on your speed?
It crawled over a pile of logs in 3 minutes flat.
All
Pretty
right.
cool.
Hey, Mitch, what is the fastest car? What's your fastest mile per hour you've gotten out of one of your cars? I mean, the fastest time you ever got.
The highest speed that I've ever
Yeah, the highest speed.
reached, 174.
174?
Last year in St. Louis. $174. Now, just how in the world do you expect to do that?
Depends on
Carefully.
what it is.
You stay there. You stay there.
Ah, there we go.
And I hope my food is good.
I got enough spur gears to play poker with.
There you go. Hopefully different size for you.
Yeah, I got all different sizes, all different like 32, not 32, but 72 pitch. What's the .08 mod, all that other, all of them. I'm like, damn, where I get all these spur gears from?
What the heck?
It's better.
I don't have no movement.
I'm cleaning up my desk for tomorrow.
Get a new desk.
Getting a new toy.
Ah,
That's gonna take up half this desk.
oh.
Dennis, you ready?
Sure. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
12-inch wheelbase.
Oh, my damn.
Chassis mounted servo. Just got to set up the panhard.
The gearbox looks slanted.
Supposed to
It
be.
is. It can be flattened out. This is a skid that was made for the Lone Ranger. So it has a 10-degree slant to it. Chunky's just got to level it out in his file.
Will it work at that slant?
Yes, it would work at the slant.
I like that.
Can harden. I mean, like you were saying, you could do the send cut send option
Mm-hmm.
or Element has theirs and Rock Pirates has the one should be,
Yep.
you know, depending on how they do their setup, if they want it lower or closer to the chassis.
Other than I drilled a little off on setting up the chassis mounted servo. It's all mocked up.
Better go blow the dust off that thing, Mitch.
He's got a little bit of design work to do before that. He's got to put his clock towers on it and add some holes in a line that he's better at than I am.
Now, the way that you slope the rear of the chassis back, you're still able to use the same bed? Or do you think it
Probably.
would be a little bit further off the back of the cab for a cab only?
it would take a little bit of shock tower adjustments or bed adjustments for the shock towers because they're going to be at a different spot. But it's right there.
Okay,
It's just where I have this slotted for
Right.
the shock towers for the Lone Ranger. It would have to go in. I could literally just trim off that little bit and it would hold in right now.
So
Hold on, Mitch is in deep contemplation. What's wrong?
well, the pinion angle wasn't, it was like pointing towards the ground. So I raised the top bars of the one on the chassis,
Mm-hmm.
but now I have no suspension travel. Like, it's as far as it goes.
Your drive shaft's hitting.
No,
Your drive shaft's not bottoming out in the slide.
link hit the motor.
no, there's no.
It's a drive shaft, right? Because he had longer upper links, so now the drive shaft that's cut to fit is bottoming out.
Oh.
You just gotta trim off a little bit of that bottom side of the drive shaft.
Dang it, play this.
But I'm correct, right? It's the drive shaft is all the way up in the spine.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yep. Well, no, that's.
Can you lift up one side of the tires at a time?
I mean, it's. Nah, I think it's jammed in.
Something's bound up.
Moving on.
I saw that, Queenie, before you deleted it.
Yeah. Drive short.
Queenie, whose shaft where? Whose shaft went where?
Whoa.
You just gotta trim that a little bit.
We're,
That's what you want it to sit like that.
well, yeah, you want it to settle, like, alright, so that's full droop.
That's full extension.
And
Now now it's drooping.
now that's all the way down.
Yeah, it'll settle right there probably.
Yeah. And the pinion angle is like almost,
Dead straight, probably real close, right?
yeah,
That's where you want it.
it's a little tiny
Pitched
bit.
up a little bit.
And that's why I said if you drop those links one more, it's probably dead straight. Then it's down.
Yeah, it was pointing.
It's pointing down when it was all the way up. But right now, where if it sits at the bottom, it's probably dead straight going into the transmission if you move the links down one hole, right?
Yeah, that's a straight on shot right now.
Yeah, so you're good.
Alright, I was gonna do it if you didn't. You're welcome, baby. I love you.
Love you too.
Yeah, you probably gotta take a 1/4 inch off that dry shaft.
You think a quarter?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I leave a 1/4 inch of the splines sticking out when it's at rest. So if your splines are all the way in and it's bottomed out, you're over a 1/4 inch off, because I would already have a 1/4 inch of spline showing. Because that spline's what, 3/4 of an inch long if you pull out the splines from the transmission side?
Uh, 11/16.
Okay. So having a 1/4 inch of spline showing, there's plenty of engagement, right?
Oh, there's plenty. Yeah, it's in
Yes.
there.
Either way, you gotta shave it.
So,
Bottomed
so
out.
if you have no
Either way, you
spline
gotta
showing
shave.
the way you had it before already, you're probably 3/8 off. Too long. So I always leave a 1/4 inch showing when it's at rest, which means it'll pull out probably another 1/16 when it's at full extension.
Yeah, you'll have more than enough
So
splines.
if you cut a 1/4 off now, you're probably fine.
The
And
horn
that
and the
truck's
bottom
gonna
out,
have,
do you?
yeah, but you are the only one in this chat that has that problem, Eric. I was saying that taking a 1/4 inch off would be conservative.
A
What
1/4 inch
I
off
do,
the shaft.
Mitch, is I put the other end, I take it out, I put the other end back on the axle,
Line
and
it
I
up.
mark it. Yeah,
Yeah. I'm gonna mark a 1/4 and then do that. Well, that doesn't make sense, which you're not gonna be able to see it, dum.
Too buku.
So he's literally gotta take a Dremel tool and cut a 1/4 inch of it off.
yes,
Dremel tool, hacksaw, whatever he's got to cut it.
whatever it
Knife.
takes.
Doesn't matter.
Put some sand on a piece of piano wire. Might take a long time.
Oh, there you go. Piano wire.
Oh,
Mitch, I added all the front holes and bumper holes, and I rounded off the rails. You just got to do the shock towers and then the holes for the upper links on the frame rail,
Copy that.
because my brain is not able to set it in a line. Like I center it in the chassis rail, but when I try to use a reference point to make them equal up the rail itself, it keeps trying to reference the lowest point, so it's moving it out of the center. It's doing it off the height instead of running the angled line. You know what I mean? It's not letting me reference off the hole to go straight up from the hole every 8 millimeters or whatever we decided before.
Yeah.
Is that a version
think it's-
2 or a different version?
You've done this too, Matt. Here, I'll show exactly what I'm talking about. Queenie, this is really boring for you.
Oh,
So-
you're using that format. Okay.
So when I'm adding a hole, it's referencing the lowest point here.
Right.
It's referencing down here instead of running this line where I want to reference off this hole and go up every 8 millimeters, and then reference this hole and go up every 8 millimeters.
All right,
And I think
so
we
yeah,
used 8 millimeters.
So it's wanting to keep that in line.
It's wanting to keep it. I want to keep it in line, but it's not referencing that. It's referencing the top edge of the frame rail.
Can you create
Oh, okay.
an obsolete object within that screen and put the object on an angle?
I could create 2 points and I would reference those points on that angle.
But
Are you
can't
saying like just create my own line?
No, what
of
I'm
that?
saying is, say you just created an 8 millimeter by 8 millimeter rectangle, or
Where?
a rectangle is 8 millimeters, basically,
Yeah,
long, and you put it on that angle of how you have your rail.
and just move it every time and reference it.
Yeah,
I understand what you're saying.
Because
and
then
then just
you
center it.
would
I mean,
offset your alignment
What
in
else are
the
you gonna do
actual.
though if I don't send you this?
I'm gonna
You
redraw
act
the
like
whole
you're
thing
busy.
anyway.
He
It
can't redo
doesn't.
it anyways.
I have to redraw the whole thing anyway. It doesn't.
I was about to say, you probably has to redraw it anyway to format it, wouldn't you?
You saw that,
But
Dennis?
you'll have a reference if I send it. Because you overlaid it last time, right?
No. No. I mean, I
So you
can.
just got
I think I
you got
can.
the rendering sent to you, Mitch, from Josh, and then you redesigned it to format it to your cutter.
What do I need to export it as? What file works with yours?
You could send it as an
Step
STL.
STL? Okay.
Because STL you
I mean,
convert
you could even
can
send it
convert
as a
into
PDF.
CAD,
You could send it as a PDF. It wouldn't even matter. You just
right?
have to tell me the exact. You'd have to for me to scale it properly in VCarve. You have to. I just basically need the dimensions of it, which is the maximum height of it sitting on a flat plane, and the length of it. And everything else I would just base them off of rough measurement. That's no big deal. We'll get it. Just you do you, and then send me that, and we'll get it
There you go.
done.
Done. Done. Sent.
I think I got cut way more than.
I think you do too. I was using a reference of
No,
where to start.
I-
It's more than likely a half an inch.
Cut a quarter. See what you if you like it from there.
But here's
And if
my
not, I'll just cut a little more up.
Here's my other question though. I don't think this is gonna work. Because
Why?
the splines don't go all the way down the shaft. They stop. And I think that's actually what it's hitting.
What if you clearance the
Hold
other
on, I'll be back.
side? What if you clearance the female end of it instead of your spline?
Well, I mean, I could shorten that. But
Because
Right.
I've had to do that, clearance the female end because I didn't have enough on the male end of the spline side. To be able to clearance what I needed anyway.
yeah, that's definitely.
As long as you have enough spline in the female end, because that's another problem I ran into. I had to cut, and once I cut, then I was like, wait a minute, that doesn't have enough spline all the way down to where I needed, so I had to start over and find one that had enough spline in it.
You're not cutting
Make
the
that
spline
work.
side, Mitch,
Why not?
Cutting the female end.
because you shouldn't cut the spline side. The other
Yeah.
side has marks on it as measurements.
That side. I cut. Right?
You cut that.
No,
No,
No.
the other side.
no, the
I'm-
other side. Take
I'm
out those,
holding
take
it
out those grub screws.
in your hand, the piece in your hand.
Take those grub screws out and slide that out and cut off of that.
Oh, you dummy. That's right. That's how that is.
That's why I said, hold on, I'll be back. I had to pee real quick and then let you see if you figured it out on
It's
your
a
own.
good thing I'm not like throwing sparks over here. I've been cutting the wrong darn stuff.
I specifically said, hold on before I leave.
That's
I
why I
knew
was like,
exactly
wait a
what you were
minute, why are
trying to
you
say.
cutting the spline end?
Don't cut the spline side.
I forgot. All right, now on the okay. I got this. We'll get it.
Okay.
Speed
There
run
you
guide building products. We got it.
A whole new world, ain't it?
Right.
Some guy had to put Loctite on it.
Ah,
Just hit it
wonder
with
who
the
that was.
lighter.
Hopefully it wasn't red. Hopefully it wasn't red or
Hit it with the
green.
lighter first.
Queenie's trying
Yeah.
so hard to liven up the chat.
I got it.
Don't put any more Loctite on there.
Queenie is the chat.
Well,
Isn't Queenie usually the chat? Because everybody bugs out.
All right, Mitch. While you're realizing your mistake, school me on the Cobra 8.
what do you know? It's basically the same old. You just use it as a normal. You've had a Mama Monster X and the AS. Use it just like that. It's just a different platform.
This one says 6S Max.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm not saying it's 8S or nothing like that, but I'm saying as far as the programming side of it, it's all the same.
The drag race one says 3S minimum. Will this one take 2?
2S, yeah.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. There's also amperage limits that you can set it too. Like you can set it at 1,000 amps as a peak limit on it. But it's a ghost, so it's on you. What happens after that?
The other one's a good. This one's not the ghost, right?
Oh yeah, that might just be the Cobra.
It's just the
That's just
Cobra
the
8.
Cobra. Yeah, that's not the ghost version. So
What's
yeah,
the ghost
you,
version?
you might be that might try and save itself. I mean, I'm gonna tell you right now, what I put that through when I had it, it handled a lot. It did the deal. So I don't
Have
really
you
think
heard
you're-
from K-Bash? He should have got all that stuff today. Said it was delivered.
I have not.
No, delivery.
The last I talked to him was
We did a
around
little horse.
lunchtime. But he was still the last I talked to him, he was still at work.
Yeah, it all says delivered. The tires showed up early too.
He's probably asleep. I can't get this thing out.
What is the ghost version? If I'm just curious.
The Ghost
You
is
guys said something about that.
a little different in its
Is it?
amperages. Like it gets more out, right, Mitch?
What do you mean?
On the
There's
The
no
ghost.
limit.
I'm just asking.
There's no with the Ghost ESC with the XLX2 Cobra Ace Ghost ESC. There is no limit. in other words,
Oh, really?
It has no
There-
safety.
there's a limit, but it's when it explodes or when you blow it
Ah.
up. That's your limit.
Oh, okay. That's
And
your
when
limit.
I-
Oh,
That's
so you can
your
burn them
limit.
up.
When it
When I
starts
say-
smoking, that's your limit.
When I say blow it
Okay.
up, I mean exactly that. Blow it up. Like not
Jesus.
a poof of smoke, not like, oh look at that, it's a little it's sizzling. No, I mean blow it up. Like they literally
They will
just
explode.
they kind of just handed it out and said, here, do whatever you want. And it's on you.
Jeez.
Which is it's cool if you know what you're doing. However, if you don't know what you're
Right.
doing, it's not going to help you.
Not a good deal.
It's not. There's
Right.
going to be a whole lot of dummies that are going to have. Yeah, it's
Be some good videos out there.
That's why I
Right?
stay in my lane.
there's going to be a whole lot of guys out there holding hand grenades, and they shouldn't be holding hand grenades.
Oh, no. That's why I was curious, because once you guys said something about the ghost, I was like, okay, what is
And,
that?
well,
I was
yeah,
just curious.
here's the thing: the ultimate reality of it is the average normal dude like me. You don't need it. There is absolutely zero reason why you need to buy anything more than an XLX2. I haven't even maxed out an XLX2. I haven't even come close. I have not even scraped the top of an XLX2 yet. And I've been into the 174. So, what does that tell you? There's
A lot
going to
of
be a
amperage.
whole bunch of guys out there
You're slow.
that they're not even going to get to the 140s, and they're going to be doing it completely wrong, and they're going to buy the best DSC they can, and they are going to have rude awakening
Oh, no.
Like I
because
said,
they have literally pulled. They have literally pulled like one dude I think pulled 1,200 amps with that DSC.
damn.
That's a lot.
The XLX2 has been seen of upwards of like 7. That's like you're done. You're cooking it. That's 7. You get lucky, you might get a couple more. But 700 amps on that. I mean, yeah, you're looking. That's a 200-mile-an-hour pass. You're not even, and that's depending on who does it. You know, it's
Right.
it's just ignorant amounts of power that you really got to be really careful.
Yeah.
Like,
nah.
I don't even have plans on that dual motor car has plenty of power in it to touch 200 any day of the week. It's got 2 XLX2s in it. And I bet you I could put 2 Mama Monster X8Ss in it that have a 400 amp visible limit on the data log. And with 400 amps on that dual motor and each one of them ESCs, I bet you I could touch 200. So I don't even need an XLX2. So what the heck do you
I got
need
you.
a Cobra Ace for? You don't.
Right.
Unless you're James McCoy or you're Sean Marsh or
Raz.
Raj Shimfram. It's like, unless you got the funds and people handing you stuff and, throwing batteries
Right.
at you and building cars, and it's like, for me, I ain't even got the road to do that. That's the only reason I'm waiting. The couple of these cars are just sitting here, and they're sitting there waiting to go to St. Louis again. I'm not.
I was,
I don't have. I
I
don't
was just
have the.
curious on it.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, Mitch.
Yeah.
Do you think someone's going to hit 230 before the end of the decade?
I don't see why not. I
Possible.
mean, I don't see why not. I don't see why not. If they can figure it out, yeah.
That's the whole thing, figuring it out.
What are they at right now?
After you get to a
That
certain
226?
speed, it's about control.
Yeah, 226 is where they're at now. And I mean, the ultimate reality is that it's not, we're not limited. They're not stuck at 226 because of power. They got plenty of that. We got enough power to light up the Empire State Building. I mean, that's not the problem. The problem is getting the car to do it.
Getting the power to the ground.
And do it.
The tire's not exploding.
Yeah, that's one of them. I mean, that's one factor to it. The tires in and of itself. But there's even ways around that.
So are these your logs or Kyle's I can look at and see how much power?
Kyle never used it.
So I can see how much amps you were pulling out of it.
I may still have that one on there. I think there was one log I pulled off of it. It was like 430 amps or something like that. I don't think that one's on there. I think I erased that one because I ran it again yesterday.
I'm gonna have to do edit.
I really didn't want this drive shaft to come apart on me. She's in there.
What, you think if you cut that 1/4 inch off, it's gonna come apart?
Huh?
You said you don't want that drive shaft to come apart, right?
Oh no. I said I really didn't want this drive shaft to come apart. It is stuck in there, so I can't cut it. It's stuck
Oh, it's
together.
stuck.
Cause
Oh,
someone's
okay.
Loctite on it.
Well, I'm a speed run guy, and I hate crap falling apart. So I put Loctite on it.
You're lucky if you can get these going 2 mile an hour.
Well, here's
Put Loctite on it. Don't worry about it.
the thing.
It'll be all right.
With that
Some
truck,
E6000.
I bought Amazon shafts for that truck. And I thought the same thing. Oh, it's not even going to see 10 miles an hour, whatever. I was putting them together. Within 5 minutes of running that truck, I went through 2 sets of drive shafts because the darn screws fell the hell out of them. And then I lost them in the grass. So I had to buy another set.
Tight.
And then the same thing happened. And it pissed me off.
Something's doing something.
I Loctited
Something-
it.
Just thread lock them. You'll be all right.
Yeah.
Put a little heat
Loctite
on
in
it.
mine.
I know. But the reason why I'm hesitant on doing that, I gotta go get my heat gun. I don't want to put fire on it.
Use your
because then
soldering iron.
It's gonna discolor it. I don't want to discolor it. I want to use my
Use
heat
your-
gun.
Use your soldering iron on your grub screw.
The grub screws out.
Yeah, the grub screws are loose.
You
Yeah.
can't
Oh,
get,
grub screws out.
Yeah.
you can't get the drive shaft.
Oh,
out.
oh, shit. Okay. Oh, I thought you said the grub
I
screws in.
didn't
I'm like,
want it to come
shit,
apart.
it ain't that. Never mind. Ah, okay. Get you. Your shaft is stuck in your hole.
My shaft is stuck in my hole.
That's never a good problem.
Mason, if you don't stop crying, I'm gonna
Give
make
you a
you
reason to cry.
Oh, no.
It's a dog, not a child.
Ah,
Don't be alarmed.
okay.
It's only a
dang.
dog, not a
It's
child.
only a dog. All right.
There's
Squish 'em
definitely
with spray.
a 300 amp hit on here, Mitch.
Oh yeah, that was
Ooh.
one of the lightning.
Well, it sounds like you're gonna have to get your heat gun, Mitch.
Yeah, I'm
A
going.
300 amp hit on 2S.
That's nothing.
You said how many S is the 300?
Two.
6.
2.
Oh,
Who
No.
asked?
Two ass.
sounds fun. Queen.
It was just a little hit though. It wasn't a full blown hit. Was it?
Trying to
Hey,
find where
it
to
works.
delete it.
All right. It definitely worked. The only thing, if you don't want drag brake, that is set on it. If you don't want reverse, that is set on. I wouldn't mess with the software. I would leave it alone. Anything else like that, you do what you want, bro. And it's just like the normal Castle BS. It's just a 32-bit processor and more accurate data. Oh, the accelerometer thing's cool too, so make sure you pay attention to how you put that sucker in the car. That is one thing I forgot about. How you place that
Accelerometer?
ESC.
Yeah,
Yes.
controller orientation.
Really?
How you
You can
place that
change it.
ESC in the car matters. And that ESC needs to know what direction it's facing in because it does have an accelerometer that
Right.
G-force real time.
That's crazy.
It's pretty cool.
How do I delete how do I
Mhm.
delete your old logs?
You go back to the main base. Well, so they'll actually just keep stacking up. You have a lot, but before you actually click on the one, I think you delete them there. Right?
If I click on it, it says download. That's all it says. There's nothing to delete.
If you right click on it,
Wow,
you're
it
about
seems like you got a rolling chassis there, Kurt.
Got a
printing.
rolling chassis.
It's not gonna roll yet. He's still putting screws in it.
Yeah, it's
Brad
not
said it
really-
was a rolling chassis.
it's not
I
a
mean,
roll-
what I meant is you got both sides in the middle already hooked together, pretty much.
Oh,
That's
so
not a
you
rolling
didn't
chassis.
mean a rolling chassis. I got all excited. I thought Kurt had a rolling chassis. You popped my bubble, Brad.
There's no brake. There's no drag brake in it.
Kyle said it was set.
It says disabled.
He told me
Disable.
he yelled, screamed, and hollered because he's like, "You left the stinking drag brake set on it." I'm like, I know that I turned it off, but whatever. Because he was going to use it after I programmed it for him because he could not. So he put it in a car. He went out to a parking lot and went to run it, and he did not. Because the drag brake was on and the reverse was on. He does not use reverse at all, never, and he does not use drag brake. I mean, he said that I left the drag brake on, and I'm like, I know that I didn't leave the drag brake on. I think there was something wrong with your car.
I just put 30%.
Eric, this is the best thing you ever gave me, man.
I use mine almost every day.
What is it?
It's a hardware measure. You just put the screw on there, or there's a screw gauge, and then there's a hole gauge. You can either tell how thickness or how long the screw is.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I printed out a couple of them. I got one in my bag. I got one in my toolbox. I
Yeah,
had one on my desk, but I think it got stolen.
Yeah, they work awesome. You just kind of stick the screw right in there and you set it in there and you can read it, what the measurement is on there.
Mitch,
That's
Dirk
cool.
asked if you had a pinion puller that you could use on that drive shaft.
Uh, no, no, I don't. It'll come right out of there. I mean, really, hold on. We'll get it. Here we go.
Oh, you got a vice. That'll do it.
This is usually the part where I do something. Or don't do anything.
Come on, just use your favorite tool. You're a mechanic.
I use my Chevy tool.
Dead blow.
Hammer and a screwdriver.
Right.
I was about to, oh, you got a stubby hammer.
I still keep telling myself to bring home a tiny drift punch. And I never do. But you know what works really good next to that? Allen bits that you break the tips off of.
Yep.
Stay there. No, you're not going
Blue, somebody's in trouble. That turned blue.
Talking about his dog again?
Do what?
Oh, he's talking about his dog again?
Uh-uh.
No. Go. And you were worried about trying to tear it apart. Go.
Just had a little bit on there. It was just a tiny bit. It wasn't too much.
You didn't have to worry about discoloring it now.
It's a little seepage, right?
A little bit of the blue.
Little
I'll just measure it
seepage.
out and cut it.
Seepage.
No, we don't want seepage. That's not good.
Seepage.
No, we don't want seepage.
No seepage.
No, no seepage.
I'll take your word for it.
Oh, I didn't know that one didn't go all the way through. No wonder.
Hello. Maybe this is a project for tomorrow.
Huh. Thanks, Mitch.
You're welcome.
Damn it.
Contagious.
What? What?
Yeah, I gotta cut this back one too.
Doing the same thing?
Yeah, it's fitting right into. So that's what you meant by when you said you leave 3/8 of an inch of spline hanging out. Oh, okay. All right. I forgot how these drive shafts went together, and that's the reason why I couldn't figure out what you were talking about. Now I understand what you're saying. Yeah, the back one's fine too. But the back one, I got to pull the pinion up. So there's two mounting holes in the rear, the top of the rear in the center.
Upper one.
I use the upper one,
Yeah.
and then I'm in the second hole from the bottom in the front. I think the pinion's got to come up.
He's trying, Dwayne.
He's getting closer.
What's he talking about?
Dwayne's asking
Yeah.
about Kurt putting that.
Kurt's having
Back
little
together.
issues.
Why am I having issues?
Because you don't know which screw to stick in what hole.
No, I don't.
If that one's too long, you use a shorter one.
There you go.
Hey, hey, hey. Don't be yawning.
Move it to the side and cycle the shocks up and down, or cycle the suspension on the back.
I didn't know you put me in front of the classroom.
I just did it.
Your head is
And Dirk
class.
says your stubby hammer didn't look that stubby to him.
This one?
So that's pretty big. He didn't say it.
What did you want me to do?
Push the suspension up and down on the back.
That help? Hold on.
No,
Your
just
light's fine.
your lights are fine. Just push it.
Push the
The
suspension.
line.
Not the light.
Yeah.
The truck.
What's your pinion doing on your?
It's still pointing.
Down?
It's to the ground. Yeah.
I would go
But
up one or two. I'd go up one or two holes on the chassis.
The shocks aren't bottomed out because the drive shaft is binding.
But if you move those links up two holes in the chassis, it's going to rotate the rear end back, which will pull the drive shaft farther back.
The top two in the front.
Yeah, the top two in your front, move them up two spots.
2 spots, so that's the top hole.
Or the one next to no, the one right below it. So move it up one spot.
Center.
Yeah, one spot. Okay.
Yeah.
Damn, I got 2 screws left over. Where do they go?
Oh, sounds like the same problem you had earlier.
I can tell you where to put them.
Shove them up your duck bill.
It's watertight, so it should hold its screws.
Right.
There you go. Or throw them in the trash.
No.
Oh, come on.
Those are special ones too.
Uh-oh.
What do I got left laying here? Nothing. I got everything done.
You got to fight the drive shaft to get to that one now, right?
It sounds like a catch-22 to me.
I'm not taking the skid back out to do it either. Why are you not moving?
Mitch,
Right.
before you do all that, is that transmission slotted on the bottom where you can just loosen the screws on the transmission and slide it over? Flip it over and look at the skid.
Don't do it.
Yes.
Don't do
Yeah,
it.
but it's all the way over.
It's all the way over.
I don't have any more slide room.
But can
And
you
that-
loosen the screws a little bit and then just tilt the transmission to get to the screw?
I'm taking out more lock screws.
I've watched you tear a speedrun car down to nothing just to make sure the chassis had the right like spacing to get a quarter of a mile an hour. I'm telling you to loosen a screw to tilt something.
It's too
On a
much, man. You're
crawler,
asking for too much here.
on a crawler, at that.
I 3D printed this truck and built it while we've been sitting here,
I
as
took
long as
two.
it's taking you to adjust that.
I took 2 screws out and the transmission fell out.
Yeah, now you can get to that link.
What? What?
Some guy around here actually did. Where is my?
Right there. We all see it. We're all watching this. Millions of people.
Millions of people.
Millions and
Millions
There you
upon
millions.
millions.
Tens and tens of people.
I don't even think that many. Oh,
All
Maybe
right.
just-
And
Maybe
a duck.
just 10
Maybe just 10?
in a family
Let's
of
see.
ducks.
just the first.
Family of
Fa-
ducks,
Family
yeah.
of ducks.
Oh, there's a baker's dozen.
Baker's dozen?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
but half of them
13.
are us.
I'm glad I wasn't in the mood for donuts. Krispy Kreme was selling donuts for 13 cents a piece today.
Woo!
Yeah, I would have been
Because it was Friday the 13th,
I would have been sick as a dog.
right?
Thanks, Eric.
Krispy
Now I
Kreme
want
donuts are
Donuts,
Pretty good.
just donuts, period.
I know, right?
Especially for 13 cents. So that's a pretty good donut for 13
Yeah.
cents.
Put your
I've been doing
transmission
it all
back.
weekend.
Before you set the truck down, put your transmission back in.
Yeah.
I like how you lean forward to like actually hear better, but it's in your ear.
This isn't for that. I don't even need this. It's just in there. I forget it's even in there.
That's what
That's
she
that's
said.
why
Oh,
Right, it's just in there.
I forget it was in there.
I had a screw on there.
Can I
Right.
just leave this in here?
Man, I'm getting fingerprints
go.
all
Just leave it
over
in there.
everything.
fuck it.
Don't tighten that up with that there. That
Forgot
would
it
be
was in
good.
there.
Forgot it was.
Number 2.
Leave it alone.
Now slide it over before you tighten it.
What?
Now check it. I can already see it's better.
Oh,
that looks
yeah.
a lot better now.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That's the good
But
stuff.
it's still binding the shaft.
So you
Binding
just got to
what?
cut that one a little bit eventually.
Binding right.
Might as well just
Yes.
cut both your shafts and then your shafts are clearanced.
Well, yeah. Yeah. Just a teensy bit. Not
Do it
too
all.
much. Not too much, but a wee bit loud. Why does the back end go lower than the front?
The way you have the shock set.
So should I move them?
No, it's also geometry.
Okay.
Because when you pick
It'll
it
be
up,
all
the
right.
back tires should hang lower than the front. Just a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
If not, you need to move your shocks back 1 or 2 holes.
Well, I mean, if the chassis is level, front bumper to rear bumper, the front hangs down lower than the rear.
Well, then you need to move the shocks back so the rear drops a little more. Or move the front up. Hold on, I don't have you spotlighted. Yeah,
Move the front shocks.
I would move the rears back 1.
yeah, I'd move the rears back 1.
In the rears.
Kurt, the drop is live.
Oh. I'm still trying to find where those 2 fucking screws go.
Apparently he got a 6x6 and stripped it.
Drop is live. Interesting.
RC Chop Shop.
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought.
He said I didn't tell him, so I made sure I told him specifically this week.
You left, I think, right at.
Yeah, I did. I was spent.
Got some Spectrum receivers.
Did I just
You
hear my
jinxed
printer
this.
finish?
There, as soon as you said 15, it's down to 10.
Oh,
All right, I think I'm gonna stop the live. It
I
is
was wondering
midnight.
when you were gonna say that.
Queenie, Dirk, Dwayne, Tony, Max, Joe, Squirrel. Everybody, thanks for stopping in. Guys in the chat, thanks for coming in and hanging out with us.
Yep.
And we'll be on for a little bit in the after hours.
Peace.
hey,
See ya.